It's time to talk about a market success and a market failure. Because why not, you know? Now, for my first game, I want to talk about the market success known as Team Fortress 2. You might know I play it, so let's go over the people that do play it. And as shown on screen here, we have newsoo's, gamers, segmentation, and personas to perfectly show us who belongs where. First on the list, the ultimate gamer. This is meant for people who strictly play games all the time. Then we have the bargain buyer, casually playing. TF2 is free to play. Time filler. Team Fortress 2 games are fairly quick, I would say so myself. That's why they're pretty fun. Next on the list though, the all-rounder. Team Fortress 2 being completely free to play and having quite a large media base is pretty good for it and brings a lot of people in, such as the hardware enthusiast, who are mostly brought in because Valve themselves are very big hardware people. Backseat gamers, though, are different. TF2 being as old as it is wouldn't have that big of a comp community, but then when it is around, a lot of people love it. But here is the true meat of TF2, the community. This is the only reason Team Fortress 2 has lived as long as it has. This game would not be the same without its community. That's the simple truth. This is the silent majority of TF2. On the other hand, though, we reached the lapsed gamer. Team Fortress 2 came out in 2007. This would bring back a lot of people because it's just so fun and casual. And that's just how it is. But you know what? What was the marketing for TF2 like? You know, like what they show to bring everyone in, and oh, okay, that's quite a few millions of views. You know, it's pretty good for trailers. Nothing insane. Oh my God. Oh, that's 98 million. Okay. Well, I mean, what about moneymakers? How much does this make? Oh, it's in the top 100 most downloaded Steam games of this year. A consistent player count? Okay. What about money? Oh, 2003 it was in the silver for, oh my God. Okay, yeah, TF2 is a big moneymaker. Yeah. But asking people's opinions about how they feel about the game is the most important part. So I asked some friends, and here's what I got from them. For an old game, TF2 has aged considerably well in terms of gameplay and charm. The characters are full of personality, and though it doesn't affect gameplay much at all, it's still really fun to hear all their voice lines when playing and know some of the relationships they have. As shown in Connected Media, like comics and SFMs, the basic gameplay was also fairly easy to grasp and enjoy as a newcomer. I keep going back to the game because I've really just grown attached to the gameplay in general, but more specifically, my main, Spy. No other game I've played has someone who does a spy character right in my experience. He just feels very expressive and fitting for my specific playstyle. Other than that though, I'd say the community surrounding the game and getting to make YouTube videos with awesome people. My favorite elements of TF2 are definitely the customization of the classes, the game modes that Valve made, the game modes made by the community, and the character design. The class customization mostly comes down to the many different weapons to use, though the cosmetics do play a part in showing off your taste. The weapons are the meat and the potatoes of the gameplay, so to speak. All the game modes, both Valve made and community made, are incredibly fun to play. And while not all the maps are great, there's so much variety, with most being fun and well made. Finally, characters. The art style alone is incredibly notable with how unique each character is and how easily recognizable they are with silhouette alone. But the personality of each character is also very fitting and well done, as seen in game, in the Meet the Team animations, or in the TF2 comics. So as we can see, the characters and the art style of Team Fortress 2 really brings people into this game. That's why people love it. It's so unique. The characters have so much charm, so much beauty. But what about a game that has characters that do have charm in a place where that charm isn't best utilized? Banjo-Kazooie, nuts, and bolts. Where do we even start with this game? It's the Banjo-Kazooie series. It's trying its best. We have the all-rounders that can play it, but it was really meant for the ultimate gamer because, oh, it's Banjo-Kazooie. Unfortunately, the game just doesn't offer anything besides nostalgia. The gameplay itself is fine, but how many sales did it get with this gameplay alone? Well, with what Wikipedia told me, it was only 140,000 copies. Oh dear lord. But surely they would think of maybe DLC or maybe updates. The team was working on something else to make this beloved Banjo-Kazooie game better. That's the entire team laid off. That's the team laid off. Okay. It's not even like there was much marketing for the game. There was like, what, 2, maybe 3 trailers. Characters didn't look really appealing. But the big problem, and I can explain this one myself as a Banjo-Kazooie fan, this isn't what we were looking for. This wasn't it's not a Banjo and Kazooie game. That's just how it is. It's not the game. That's just its biggest problem. This game in itself, if you remove all the characters, is perfectly okay. It is a fun, interesting idea that is somewhat new. It's nothing completely new, but for its specific gimmick, it's doing something new, and I like that. Unfortunately, it does the worst thing that TF2 did so much better that Valve thought ahead with. To compare the two in a more simpler fashion, Valve had a new idea and made new characters for this idea. That's how TF2 came to be. And it's a great direction because making new characters for a new idea brings new life into gaming. Unfortunately, Rare did not listen. Rare, in all their wisdom, decided to have a new idea with old characters. And this is what killed Nuts and Bolts. Because at the end of the day, Banjo and Kazooie wasn't the same after that. And that's the biggest problem with that market failure, is that you took a beloved video game character and you killed it. Because you want to do something new, instead of making entirely new characters who could still fit into the world. And that's why TF2 also works in its own regard. TF2 isn't trying to use old things in a new sense. They're taking new things and putting them in a new world with new animations, new designs, all this fun. And that's what matters. That's why we play games.